Blessed are those who chance upon this manuscript, only to marvel, perhaps in disbelief, that a goddess appeared, let alone spoke, to a simple sailor. Whether for grandiosity or merciful boon, fair Athena has once again brought me from certain harm. Yet this time it was not from deep water's grasp that she pulled a drowning man. This peril moved quickly, set high upon slithering tails. 'Tis true, for I have beheld such. And what wisdom flowed from the lips of the goddess, parting to mortal man? Admonishment? Pity? No, naught but hope. Upon each honeyed word I clung, drawn to them as a moth to a distant light within a dark wood. Then a covenant was struck between fair Athena and this sailor. Find my stalwart companions, those who yet live and are scattered upon these shores. And though horrors surely await, she will lead us down gentle paths to a waiting boat and safe passage from this isle.
The lovely purple color of this flower conceals its poisonous nature. The lovely purple color of this flower conceals its poisonous nature. An intricate carving of a fish betrays which god inhabits the temple beyond. This woman was no doubt on her way to pay tribute within the temple. Her last moments of horror remain etched upon her face. This carving is assuredly the work of a master craftsman. Ancient tome in hand, this priest was caught unawares and is now made of the same stone as the carved god behind him. While this woman was surely an attendant of the temple, she shall never again set evening lamps alight. The shape of this stone tablet, embellished with detailed illustrations, would indicate that it is incomplete. Colorful tiles create an exquisite depiction of the sea god ruling his realm. Even the pious have not been spared the bewitchment that has befallen this isle. This vase, portraying Poseidon and a merhorse, may have once held water or oil. At the moment, however, it holds neither. painstakingly carved by the pious. Reliefs such as this can be found in any temple from here to Lurcia. Unencumbered by the burdens of man, this mosaic depicts the gods both at war and at rest. Unlike the unearthly statuary that inhabit this isle, this towering statue of Poseidon shows the workmanship of a master sculptor's hand. Unlike the unearthly statuary that inhabit this isle, this towering statue of Poseidon shows the workmanship of a master sculptor's hand. This stone is bereft of markings, offering no explanation for the small depression set into its surface. The yellow light it emits is curious. This stone is bereft of markings, offering no explanation for the small depression set into its surface. The yellow light it emits is curious. This stone is bereft of markings, offering no explanation for the small depression set into its surface. The yellow light it emits is curious. The owl cocks its head, as if listening. Unlike the unearthly statuary that inhabit this isle, this towering statue of Poseidon shows the workmanship of a master sculptor's hand. This grotesque statue is that of Honorable Castor, skilled to guide swift-footed steeds. Finding a trinket such as this upon these shores, let alone within the boughs of this tree, must surely be a portent. Using the broken spear, Argonus plucks the necklace from its roost before laying it about his neck. This necklace is not unlike one that was worn by Peleus, the son of the great sea god himself. Removing the necklace, Argonus holds it before the statue, praying silently that Poseidon recognizes it and grants audience to a weary wayfarer. The great sea god does not disappoint. Within seconds, marble shudders, foundations shake, and the heart of Argonus is quickened. The Lord of all waters speaks.
Who would call upon Poseidon, only to be found wanting of tribute or song?
Poseidon stretches forth his arm.
Where are my consorts and vassals? Look about you. You may seek them, but they will not be found. They have deserted me, forsaken me in this darkest of hours. And who has set loose the scourge that you have borne witness? Athena's puppet, the son of Danae and Zeus himself.
The sea god pauses for a moment, taking measure of the sailor before him.
Yet, even so, my anger is not fit to be laid upon the shoulders of my bondservants, let alone set upon one whose necklace bears my mark. Leave me to my grief and seek me no more. I have opened a way for you. Take it if you wish, or abandon it. It matters little.
The statue of the sea god turns his gaze away from the sailor and speaks no more. This stone is bereft of markings, offering no explanation for the small depression set into its surface. The yellow light it emits is curious.
I have offered many a prayer to the gods of the sea, fervently petitioning favor while tossed upon great swells within dark storms. Yet it was not until my foot felt consecrated ground that any scales of disbelief fell from my eyes. Within my heart, I feared the very thing that has taken grip of the isle has rendered this temple nothing less than a tomb. For those who would worship here have succumbed as well, now the same ashen stone as those who pulled oars upon the Argo's salted decks. But within the midst of the dead, did mighty Poseidon, Lord of all waters, arise and speak, his voice a trumpet within sacred halls. Anger and fury rode upon his words, and a great grief followed close behind. He spoke of the son of Danae and of Zeus, whom I know from my studies to be honorable Perseus. But even with this discernment, how that hero is culpable for such great sorrows is, in itself, a great mystery. And though I paid no honor to Poseidon, nor did I bring him tribute or sacrifice, grace fell from the sea god's hand. My form was spared his wrath, and the rush of great waters grew distant until they could be heard no more.
Driftwood or not, this length of wood may yet serve a purpose. Having survived the wreck of the Argo, Agamedus, a brave comrade, fell to bewitchment and is now naught but a perch for birds. Lord Poseidon spared neither the mighty Argo nor her oarsman Danaus, whose once tanned flesh is now made of the same sharp rocks about him. Here stands strong Coronus, warder of Ocalia and friend to all who put oar to Poseidon's dark waters. Now nothing more than sodden planks, this skiff is a home to small crabs and fish. This statue appears to be under construction. Considering the dire circumstances, it may remain so indefinitely. Of men who would share the toils of his brethren, none compare to fair Asterion. Never again shall this beast of burden pull cart or dray beneath a scorching sun. The blight of which Athena spoke has left a trail of sorrow in its wake. The simple robe of this man betrays him as an attendant of some god. Which one, however, is unclear. Laden with empty barrels, this wooden cart sits idle, its heavy wheels resting in well-used ruts. The creature that appears on this tablet is well documented. 'Tis a harpy, as cruel a beast as the gods have wrought. The chalky fleece of this ewe is wanting for a shearer's work. In contrast to the fine statuary on this isle, this table is poorly constructed. Uncovered food such as this is sure to draw flies. Although no fire burns within, this clay stove is still warm to the touch. "'Tis naught but a large wooden barrel." Clearly caught unawares, this simply dressed man hinders entrance into or egress from this building. This creature had nary a chance to escape its petrified fate. Heavy ropes bind the rungs of this simple wooden ladder. Heavy ropes bind the rungs of this simple wooden ladder. Powered by the large blades, a heavy stone moves slowly within a wide grinder. Clearly caught unawares, this simply dressed man hinders entrance into or egress from this building. The great Phidias of Athens himself could not craft a sculpture so lifelike, yet lifeless.